My name is Dr. Teresa Triscritti, aka the Marriage Doctor. Before I begin, let me mention that I've got spasmodic dysphonia, which is a neurological disorder that affects my voice, so my words might sound kind of choppy. I am focusing mostly on marriage, but a lot of the concepts that I will be discussing can be related to other relationships. For instance, let's talk about forgiveness. I think most people understand the basic concept of forgiveness. If you grew up with siblings or other children in your family, chances are you got in some kind of a disagreement or whatever, and your parents or whoever raised you might say, now say sorry or whatever. So that is the basic concept of forgiveness. But I want to talk about the three things that I think is important for forgiveness. First one is asking for forgiveness. This is where you offended somebody, maybe you hurt their feelings, and so you're asking that person to forgive you. So if you're going to ask for forgiveness, you have to make sure that it is sincere, that you are really remorseful for what you did, that you don't intend on doing that again. So that is asking for forgiveness. The second part is giving forgiveness. So the person that was offended would accept the forgiveness and forgive the person. If you are going to forgive somebody, truly forgive them. Don't bring it up like, 10 months later or 3 years later or whatever. That, whatever it is that they did, has been forgiven. It's kind of like if a person goes to court for some kind of a violation, and then the judge says, okay, well, we're going to dismiss this or whatever. They're not going to bring that person back like, weeks later for the same violation because it's been forgiven. So in your relationships, that's the way it should be. If you forgive somebody, don't go back and, rehash the whole thing because it's been forgiven. So I do have to mention that if you are using that situation that you've already forgiven somebody as an illustration of a pattern of behavior, well, there's another way to deal with that, and I'm going to address that at the end. The third part of forgiveness is acceptance. So what that means is you've offended somebody, hurt their feelings, whatever. The person forgives you for whatever it is that you did. Well, now you need to forgive yourself. Some people have a difficult time doing that. Even though they've been forgiven, they still think about it. They're, thinking, I wish I hadn't done it, whatever, okay? So they're still thinking about that situation, even though they've been forgiven. It's important that you accept the forgiveness because otherwise it would be like a dark cloud over your relationship. That thing is always there and you can't move forward if you're still stuck in that situation. If you are having difficulty forgiving yourself, that might be a good time to talk to someone, talk to a counselor. And there's different kinds of counselors. There's like peer counseling, there's counselors that do sliding scale fee. Like if you don't have insurance, you can go to a counselor and they base their fee on your income. So some people could pay as little as $10 a session based on their income. And of course, if you've got insurance, then see a counselor. Nothing's stopping you. Let's go back to trying to use a situation that you had forgiven someone for to show a pattern of behavior. I think in that situation, that would be a good time to see a counselor, or if you go to a church or other religious institution, talk to one of the religious leaders there and just see if they can help you work through that. And the reason why I'm saying that you should see someone about that is that you don't want to get sidetracked from what the issue is. it's easy to discuss it and try to address something, and then it just goes in a different direction, and then all of a sudden there's a big conflict and the thing isn't even addressed. It's important that you go to a neutral area to discuss it so they can help you through it. I don't know how helpful it was, but that was my advice for this time about forgiveness, that you should ask for forgiveness, you should give forgiveness, and you should accept forgiveness. So if you have any questions, please feel free to make a comment. If you have anything that you want me to talk about in a video, please leave a comment about that. Otherwise, I will see you next time, and have a great day, and God bless. Thank you for watching.